पॉलिसी बाजार पर 1 करोड़ रुपए का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस केवल 450 रुपए महीने से शुरू। वाह!
Hello and welcome to NDTV. I am Ankit Tyagi. A day after 20-year-old TV actor died by suicide, her co-star has been arrested by Mumbai police on abetment to suicide charges. Shehzan Mohammad Khan, who worked with Tunisha and as per the FIR was in a relationship with her, has been sent to 4-day police custody after his arrest. As per the reports, the actor couple had broken up 15 days ago. Tunisha Sharma was reportedly under stress and is being suspected to have taken the extreme step because of her breakup. Now, Tunisha, a young 20-year-old television actor, on Saturday allegedly died by suicide on the sets of a television series in Maharashtra's Vasai. Tunisha Sharma is known for playing the lead in the show Ali Baba Dastane-Kabul. She played Shehzadi Maryam in this series. Now, let's in fact also tell you about the as uncanny as it gets. Just hours before her alleged suicide, Tunisha dropped an Instagram story from her makeup room with a fake wristlet. In the video, the actor was seen sitting on the chair and interacting with her makeup crew while she was getting the makeup done, and the artist drew a fake wristlet on her hand.
जून 2023 से 22 से चल रहा है ये शूटिंग, और ये जो डेथ हुई वो लड़की है, और जो इसमें हीरो के इसमें काम करने वाला जो लड़का है जिशान, उनके दोनों के आपस में फ्रेंडशिप की और बाद में उनके प्रेम के संबंध आ गए। तो इसी में वो लड़के ने गए 15 दिन के बाद ब्रेकअप किया, तो उसमें वो लड़की टेंशन में थी, और उसी इसमें उसने कल सेट पे जो रेस्ट रूम है वहाँ पे जाके सुसाइड कर लिया है।
देखिए, अभी ये टोटल सस्पिशियस है, कोई सबूत नहीं है पुलिस के पास, लेकिन जो काम है किसी का जान गया है, किसी का जान गया है, इसलिए कोर्ट अपना काम कर रहा है, हम अपना काम कर रहे हैं, आप लोग अपना।
4 दिन की कस्टडी दी गई है क्या?
4 दिन की कस्टडी दी गई है, उसमें पिक्चर क्लियर हो जाएगा। अगर कुछ रहेगा तो पुलिस इन्वेस्टिगेट करेगी।
आपके क्लाइंट पर आत्महत्या के उकसाने का केस है?
नहीं, ऐसा देखिए, आज कोई भी अगर ऐसा होता है तो इन्वेस्टिगेशन लगता है,
कैमरा भाई,
ठीक है, उसके ऊपर ऐसा लगाया गया है, ऐसा उसने कुछ किया नहीं।
राय साहब, कोई सबूत मिले, कोई कुछ फोन वोन रखा है इन लोगों ने?
पुलिस उसका फोन पुलिस के पास है, और अभी तक कोई सबूत जो है मिला नहीं।
A lot of speculation around what would have happened, the stress that she was under. Let me now go across to, in fact, Tunisha's co-star from the same series, Ayush Srivastav, is joining us right now. Let's try and understand from him of whether there were any hints as far as the actor's behavioral changes are concerned before she took this extreme step. Ayush, she was your co-star. You've worked together, even on the current show that both of you were working together.
Yeah.
How did this, when this news fell on you, what was the reaction? Was it, for somebody who has been working with her closely, how did you react to this news?
It was very tragic, sir. I was traveling back from Goregaon. I was in my cab. I was not shooting yesterday. So I was traveling back to my place, and I got this news that she attempted suicide. And when I heard this, only thing which was on my mind was that obviously this will be a failed attempt, because we were thinking when she will come back and when she will get over it, these articles, when she will read, it will add up to all this, and oh, this will be a chaos. Never in my mind it occurred that she will pass away. And I was on my way back only when I heard that she passed away, and nothing I could say. It was very, 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 very shocking.
I'm sure it must be very, very difficult for people who've been working with her.
We are working with her. We see her every day, and still I'm not able to process it. So.
I can completely understand. Our condolences to you, to her family as well. But what I want to also understand from you, because you've worked with her, what kind of a person was she? Because although these are just indicators, I mean, nothing can tell you what is going inside somebody's head. But you worked with her. Did there was any signs of stress? What kind of a person was she dealing with the high stress work environment that you guys are used to?
She was a very lovely person, very professional in her work, and very loving, kind. Everybody on the set she used to mingle up with, and from cast to crew, everybody, makeup spot, everybody will tell her that she was a very lovely person and very bubbly. I used to talk to everyone, and yeah, highs and lows keeps happening in this industry, personally, professionally, whatever, because we work in very long hours, so we don't even get to know a lot of times what's going on in others' life also. And we go on set and we play our characters, so obviously we are putting up a face while working on a character. So what's going in somebody's mind, it's very unpredictable. And also I wasn't shooting from past 10-12 days because I was having a dengue fever. I was not on set from past 12 days. I just joined 2 days back. So I was not even aware what is actually in her mindset, and I could, conclude anything like that.
Ayush, were there any indications of any kind of stress? Did she talk about it to you or to somebody else that you knew, among your colleagues and friends? Any indication that possibly she was suffering from or going through a lot of stress and anxiety?
No, not to me personally. I did not have any indication, as I was not there available on shooting also from a very long time. So yeah, personally not to me, I did not know anything like that.
And given the kind of person that she was, like you are saying that she was, a very warm, friendly person, did any of you expect that she could take this kind of a extreme step?
I don't think so. Anybody expects out of our colleagues or people around us that they will do this. It's always very shocking and always very heartbreaking for anybody who goes through this, and their colleagues or friends or family. Nobody expects, I guess. That's why this happens.
Her co-star, and also who is now, of course, in police custody because of abetment to suicide, Jawan, was also the co-star on the sets. You must have known him as well. Could you tell us something about him?
Yeah, he's also a very professional and a very nice guy. Between them, I don't know what is the case, but to all of us, to all the other actors, to all of us, we all are very cordial to each other. We're very friendly. We are shooting with each other from past. No issues at all.
And any word about this, because now the police is saying that it was a breakup and the stress related to that.
That's what I'm saying. It's a very personal matter this becomes a personal matter of both of them and people involved who knows about it. So I think I was not aware of the breakup and what was going on between them, if there is anything like that. I was not aware about it because I have not spoken to any of them about this in past few months, what was going on or anything like that. Because whenever I go on set, I meet them on sets and scenes. So we discuss, we just chill and come back.
Ayush, you belong to an industry which has seen these kind of very sad stories coming out, be it Sushant Singh Rajput, and then of course few television actors as well. People from outside, they sometimes don't understand that people those who are successful on television, have the name, have the fame, what drives them to suddenly take a drastic step like this? Could you tell us, is it the stigma attached around depression or in the industry, or telling somebody that you are feeling low, that you might not get work? Are all those things a contributing factor? Because let's face it, your industry, even the industry that I am in, the media industry overall is a very high stress industry.
Very high stress. Absolutely, sir. Yeah, this could be one of the factors in many of the cases which has happened recently. But I think each to its own. People go through different kind of problems. Some people can handle professional issues very well. Some people can't handle professional issues. Some people can handle personal issues very well. Others can't. So I think it's very individual thing. Why somebody take this step and why? Because a lot of people are working in the same industry with the same stress, same amount of stress, and same amount of situations arise almost to everybody in this industry. But what goes in the mind of a person, of an individual when they take this kind of a step. It's something, I'm not an expert on it, so why and how people do that. But yeah, obviously it's a very high pressure and high stress industry. We all know that. We have lots of expectations. We have lots of face to put on. But at the same time, we can keep ourselves, calm and collected. I do meditation for that. And I try to be with my family as much as I could. And few friends who are there always. This is what I feel keeps me centered.
Ayush, thank you for speaking to us and sharing your thoughts and views on this. Of course, your experiences also with Tunisha. Can I, in the end, just ask you, is there some, one lasting memory that you remember her, some incident or, some camaraderie between you? Just how would you remember her going forward?
So she played my sister on Ishq Subhanallah. And in Ali Baba also we had we shared very good scenes. And she bought 6 cakes for me on my birthday. And her birthday was coming on 4th Jan. So I thought that I will buy her 6 cakes too. Or more than that. But that wouldn't happen now. So I will always remember her as a very kind, very gentle girl, very loving girl. And I hope people also do that. And may she finds peace and her family gathers the strength and all the friends and people related to her come out of this soon. Yeah.
Ayush, thank you for speaking to us, spending the time and speaking to NDTV. Our thoughts and prayers with you and all her, relatives, friends, and of course the family. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, a man a person who has come from China, tested positive for COVID-19. This was a man belonging from Uttar Pradesh. The samples were sent to Lucknow for the genome sequencing. He landed in India on December 22nd and visited Agra on 23rd December. As per reports, in fact, Chief Minister's office says that the man did not travel to any other place and the government is keeping a very close watch. Meanwhile, Union Health Ministry has decided to hold a mock drill at all the health facilities across the country on December 27th to check the COVID preparedness in the country in face of any surge in the COVID-19 cases.
Beds set aside in hospitals, testing ramped up at airports, and people rushing to vaccination centres to get their booster shots. As cases surge globally, India's bid to stay ahead of the COVID curve amid threats of a possible resurgence of the virus driven by a new and easily transmissible variant. This as the central government asked states to scale up their emergency response to COVID and conduct mock drills in hospitals from next week to ensure readiness of infrastructure and healthcare workers. In its advisory, the Health Ministry has asked hospitals to make sure that oxygen generating plants are kept fully functional and there is uninterrupted supply of oxygen, with enough oxygen cylinders kept as backup.
You can see that here is all the beds are connected with the central oxygen pipeline. The government has given us direction to be fully prepared in terms of oxygen, in terms of ventilators, monitoring, BiPAP, non-invasive ventilation, and all the manpower, doctors, technician has to be trained because this time again we have seen that many countries are facing large number of cases. So this time we have seen that we have earlier experience of handling the COVID waves very effectively, and you can see that all our infrastructure is in place. We have more than 2,000 cylinder also, and we have concentrators also, and we have PSA plants also. We have 5 PSA plants operational, fully operational in the Loknayak Hospital.
Meanwhile, for international flyers, random testing on arrival and mandatory COVID negative report for those coming from Japan, China, Hong Kong, Thailand and South Korea.
wasn't done, we didn't see this happening, and we had quite a big flight as well from Dubai. And in front of us, no one was tested, and there was no social distancing maintained while boarding the flight. No one was wearing a mask. I think we were probably one of the named few that were wearing a mask.
Even as India's weekly positivity rate remained low, the registrations for the booster dose have gone up almost 14 times in the past 1 week. Like 32-year-old Delhi resident Chandan Jha, people with delayed precaution doses are rushing to get the jab.
अभी काफ़ी दिनों से न्यूज़ में चल रहा है कि चाइना में काफ़ी बढ़ गया केसेस और वहाँ पे डेथ रेट भी ज़्यादा है, तो हम कोशिश से अलर्ट हो गए कि प्रिकॉशन इज़ बेटर देन क्योर, और हमने पहले से प्रिकॉशन के तौर पे उसको ले लिया.
Ramped up genome sequencing, robust infrastructure and adherence to COVID-appropriate behavior. In the words of the Union Health Minister, this time India is looking at a preemptive and proactive response to COVID. With 3 horrific waves behind us, India is making sure that it's in a position to take on a possible surge in COVID cases well in advance. In New Delhi with camera person Mohammad Mursalin, Vedant for NDTV.
Meanwhile, news coming in from Assam, the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, CAG, has flagged the risk of data tampering in the National Register of Citizens for Assam. In fact, this is due to improper software development related to data captured and correction during the updation process of the citizenship document. The CAG has also noted that the initial project cost was estimated at 286.18 crore rupees when the NRC updation process had commenced in December 2014, and the deadline for the completion was set at February 2015. The final draft of the document was, however, published in August 2019, and the project cost escalated to 1,602.66 crore rupees. Let me go across right now to my colleague Ratandeep, who is joining us at this moment. Ratandeep, has there been any response? These are very serious allegations, or at least very serious lapses that the CAG has pointed out. Has the Chief Minister of the Government of Assam reacted to this?
Well, the government of Assam had already in past actually has petitioned the Supreme Court for a re-verification of the data, and in past there has been FIRs filed against the previous coordinator of NRC, Mr. Pratik Hajela, under whose regime the NRC had taken place. Remember, it came out in 2019, but it was never notified. And the BJP politically has been saying that the NRC had been faulty. So, when you look at at the report, there are very serious charges, including 215 software utilities, which the CAG says were in a haphazard manner added to the core software, and that had led to a situation where there is a threat of data tampering. But remember, the Supreme Court had ordered, it was a Supreme Court monitored process, and Supreme Court had ordered that the NRC data should be kept as secret as the Aadhaar data, or the data security should be at par with the Aadhaar data. But still, if this has happened, this is a serious lapse.
Ratandeep, thank you for joining us with all those details on this developing story. All right, let's move on to Bihar, where 5 women who were in fact protesting against an alleged land grabbing attempt were injured in a firing by another group that came to claim the land in Bihar's Betia. A video of this incident has now gone viral, which shows a group of women walking on a field while another group approaches them from a distance, and suddenly shots are heard, in fact, in the field, and then the women run for safety. Some of them are seen lying on the ground injured. Senior police officials have said that Upendranath Verma and Mukul Parimal Pandey reached the area after hearing the incident. At this moment, the injured women are being treated at a local hospital.
जगदीशपुर थाना क्षेत्र में एक ज़मीनी विवाद के मामले में एक पक्ष के द्वारा फायरिंग किया गया था, जिसमें कुल 5 लोग इंजर्ड हैं, जिसमें 4 लोग जो हैं अभी सुरक्षित हैं और एक की हालत गंभीर है। उनको रेफर भी किया गया है और इस पूरे मामले में फर्द बयान के आधार पर 7 नामजद अभियुक्तों के विरुद्ध केस दर्ज किया गया है और अभी तक एक अभियुक्त की अरेस्टिंग भी कर ली गई है। बाकियों के खिलाफ भी लगातार छापेमारी की जा रही है और उनको भी जल्द अरेस्ट कर लिया जाएगा।
And right in the end, today is Christmas, so a Merry Christmas to all our viewers from NDTV, and we leave you with these images of people celebrating Christmas all across the country.